If you want, I can put a little background.
Welcome to meditation and all that follows this Sunday. Welcome to Sunday, and we're going to have rain in July in Southern California. So all is good. So thank you, Diego, for music too. That just adds that beautiful layer. So if you can't hear it and want to move a little forward, feel free. Front row is always available. So I'm Beth Haas. If you're here for the first time, I'm Beth Haas, and I'm going to lead the meditation. Welcome in, you all. Come and have a seat. Well, thank you for joining us. So we're going to begin by creating a space for ourselves, for this room, for the people online, for the Temecula Valley, and for the planet itself. So I'm going to invite you to create an awareness within yourself. Notice your feet on the floor. Really notice them. Don't take that for granted. Notice the chair supporting you. It's doing a job so that your lovely mind doesn't have to think about sitting or gravity holding you in place. So just create this awareness, very intentional awareness. The feet on the floor, the chair supporting you. And then move inward for a second. And notice your lungs doing their job so you don't have to think about it. They're taking in breath, they're traveling it through the body, and they're exhaling it. Notice the heart. Again, so your conscious mind doesn't have to pay attention. It's beating, and it has beat every moment from before you were born until after you step off to the next adventure. So you don't have to think about it. All of the organs are doing exactly what they were created to do. So just taking a moment, being in gratitude, recognizing, filling this space with gratitude for those things that allow us to be these creative, loving, intentional beings that we came here to be. And I'm going to begin the meditation with a quote from Rumi, who is a poet from many centuries ago, who is a soundtrack for many of us these days. He was a Persian poet who understood God in the most loving sense. And so I'm going to read through the poem and then take us into meditation. So this is Rumi. I said, "What about my eyes?" God said, "Keep them on the road." I said, "What about my passion?" God said, "Keep it burning." I said, "What about my heart?" God said, "Tell me what you hold inside your heart." I said, "Pain and sorrow." God said, "Stay with it. The wound is the place where the light enters you." So moving your awareness right now to your heart, not just the physical heart that's beating, but the heart that beautiful connection within, without. Find the wound in the heart where sorrow and pain get carried, along with everything else, every joy, every memory, every affection, every connection. Find the place where the light enters you in your heart, in that spiritual heart. And let's stay with that place where the light enters us through our heart. It is so giving, it is so expansive, it is so loving, it is so forgiving. We're going to enter into that space in our heart. And as we recognize the pain, the sorrow, the judgments that we carry inside us, keeping that heart, keeping it sacred, let us begin to think of this, the place where the light enters. Let's begin today to see it and recognize it as a sacred place of the mirror that we carry before us. So this pain, this sorrow, this disappointment, this despair that has come in and is taken in by this heart that is so expansive, and it holds that with everything else. Take a moment in your intentional awareness of yourself, how your heart holds that and everything else, and allows you to continue to love, to understand, to create compassion for yourself, for those in your life, for those on the planet that know not what they do. The wound is the place where the light enters our heart. And so we're going to sit in some moments of sacred silence, allowing that light that envelops us, protects us, allows us to love in spite of everything. We're just going to allow that light as the mirror that goes before, as well as within, to simply brighten up. So this will become now a meditation of light. Breathing in and letting it get bright and brighter. And absorb everything that it needs to. So we'll sit in this sacred silence for a few moments, just allowing the light. It starts in the heart and it continues to grow. If it works for you, let the music be the auditory part of the light. And so as it raises in volume, you feel that light growing, not forced, simply growing, responding. Allow it to fill every space of that physical heart, that spiritual heart, that connecting heart. So begin to feel the light spreading out beyond you, beyond that 12 to 18 inches of our physical space. Allow this light to grow and expand to the person next to you, in front of you, all the way across this room, just the physical space and beyond. It is the most powerful force that exists, the light of love, and we can intentionally send it forth. So as you inhale that breath, not just the physical breath, the oxygen, but the breath of life, sending it into the heart, allowing that to expand, to grow, to send it forth with intentional love, peace, acceptance, compassion, tolerance, knowing that forgiveness is the seed of love. So breathing into this space, breathing into this community, just intentionally sending love forth, more powerful than anything else. The wound is the place where the light enters us, and love is the place where light can enter others. This is healing. We are here to heal the world by means of ourselves. This is peace. This is the peace that passes understanding. I said, what about my eyes? God said, keep them on the road. I said, what about my passion? God said, keep it burning. I said, what about my heart? God said, tell me what you hold inside it. I said, it was pain and sorrow. God said, stay with it. The wound is the place where the light enters you. And so knowing in this moment, those wounds that helped us grow are transmuting into light, which helps us heal the world. And so when you're ready, come back and turn to someone else and send light to them. This is love. This is peace. This is what we're here to do. And so it is. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Diego, for the music. Come back in a few minutes. We're going to have your Sunday. Thank you guys for being right over here. All right. Send love when you walk out that door. Everybody's like, whoa, I want some of that. Thank you all.
So I was using that in my phone. Hey, you gotta improvise sometimes, right?
Check 1, 2.
that I am on. Ooh, that's very loud. Good gravy. Too loud. Too loud. Come down. Come down. Better? More? That's good. Thank you.
Right at 10 we go. Check your mic. Check your mic.
Check one, two.
Two, check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check one, two.
Scraping your fingers against the sidewalk. Okay, so this is there. Good.
Check one, two, check.
Is there anything coming out? Say something.
Check 3, 4.
Check, check.
Super fun here. I don't think anybody can hear me. We are
All right, it is 10 a.m. We know what time that is. Start to have fun. Welcome, Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley, CSLTV. We're going to do our centering song so that you all get centered.
3, 4.
In the still, the soul, this moment, there is peace, there is peace. In the still, the soul, this moment, there is peace, there is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is love, there is love.
In the stillness of this moment, there is love, there is love. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is love, sweet love, in the stillness.
While remaining in that stillness, I know there is one power, one presence, one creator, one divine intelligence, one all and everything, which I choose to call God. For it is that power which has created all that there is. It's that same power which knows how to maintain and sustain all and everything. It is that one presence, which is surely the life, the light, and the love of God flowing in, around, and through each and every one of us. It is that one divine intelligence, which always, always, always knows what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And I know that the one is endowed with all the divine qualities of God, of freedom and justice and life and light and love and peace, joy, happiness, harmony, balance, beauty, divine wisdom, wholeness, and abundance in all and everything. And I know that I, being spiritually created in the image and likeness of the one, that I too am endowed with all those same divine qualities. And as I know this for myself, I absolutely, positively know this for each and every person within the sound of my voice. And I know and declare that today's service flows with grace and ease. That the music of Cahill and Deline is just absolutely heartwarming and beautiful. And the message given by Reverenc Charllene deeply touches our mind, spirit, and soul. So I call it all good because it is all God, for God is goodness itself. As together we say, and so it is.
Jim Willis, our practitioner of service. Thank you, Jim. I know, that drum roll. Hi, I'm Rev Char. Welcome. Hi, thank you. Thank you. I have my own, I'm going to keep you around, sister, because I got my own little cheering section right here. I'm Rev Char. It's my joy, my honor to say welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. We are a cool place. We are a fun. I was making promises in the back to Teresa and Zoe. We are fun here. We are fun here, right? Please help me affirm how entertaining and fun we are here. Church doesn't, that's right. Church is not boring here. This is church. This is not the church of old. This is not the church of old. This is a center for spiritual living. What we do here is engage in practices and education and awareness to live in a spiritual manner, and therefore have a better, happier, easygoing life, fulfilled, free. That's what we do here. So it's my honor to be up here to be entertaining, hopefully, and to also to deliver the reminder, because that's what we do here every Sunday, is just remember the truth of our being, that we are one with the divine intelligence, that we are perfect, whole, and complete right here, just as we are. I want nodding. Yes. That's what I want. Nodding. We are perfect, whole, and complete, just as we are right now. The world will try to tell us that we are not. Revlon consistently and Sephora consistently tells me that I am not. But the truth is, that's the truth. I am perfect, whole, and complete. I come here to remember that truth of my being, to witness it in my friends and my people, and they nod and they say, yes, Charllene, you are. And I nod back, yes, you are too. So I am the hostess with the mostest today. Practitioner of service is Jim Willis. We have our practitioner holding light in the back of the sanctuary. Beth Haas did our meditation this morning. It was beautiful. And she is bathing this sanctuary with light and love for us, an important part, an important aspect. We've got the beautiful and divine Cahill and Deline with us this morning, which I'm so happy. Love it when you're here. Love it, love it. So, who we are. I found this from my boyfriend. Beth and I fight over this gentleman all the time, but he is no longer on this plane of existence, so it's a battle royale between us two, and he doesn't even know about it, or maybe he does. But this is from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he says, treat a person as they are, and they will remain as they are. Treat a person as they could be, and they will become what they should be. And that is what we do here. That is really the essence of what Dr. Ernest Holmes created this teaching philosophy for, to be able to see a person as they could be, and then watch them realize that in real time in front of you and become that person that they can be. And that's what we do here, and that's what when we say change your thinking, change your life, that is the essence of it. We see each other in our perfection, in our wholeness, as we could be. We know it and affirm it for each other, and then lo and behold, that's what unfolds in my life experience, because we believe and trust in the law of cause and effect. If there's a cause, then there is ultimately an effect from that cause. And so when the cause is as they could be, we organically show up as we should be. So I just love that from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Beth and I will continue to arm wrestle for priority status in his life. We'll find out who wins. I think we both win, Beth. I know, you're chuckling back there. We both win. So that's who we are here. In a long nutshell, that's who we are here. Do you happen to know the theme song for Jaws? Thank you, Barry. Hi, online. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. We're super happy that you're here with us. You really are important to us. You're a part of this ever-growing community, and your place here with us in the mornings is delightful. So I'm glad you're here. Reverend Neil is our host online this morning. So put your questions in the chat. If there's things that are confounding, if you don't agree with me, you're like, I don't agree with that, Rev Char, put it in the chat. Reverend Neil's there. Have a dialogue. So we're glad you're here. I love you. I'm so happy you're with us. Mwah. Thank you, Barry. That was fantastic. Thank you. I got my Jaws theme. All right. So it's our time this morning for our spiritual reading with our practitioner of service, Jim Willis. Please welcome Jim again to the podium.
Thank you, Reverend Charllene. I love it. Anyway, my reading today comes from this book called Wholehearted Living, written by Reverend Dr. Christian Sorensen and our very own Reverend Dr. Catherine Economo. Life is a mirror. Your life is a mirror. Life gives us not what we want. Life gives us as who we are. How you see yourself is how the world sees you. Now, this can be a hard truth to come to terms with. You are the only one who creates your reality and your experience. For your life is a mirror of your inner consciousness. Who you are out in the world begins with how you think of and hold yourself in your mind and heart. Now, this is important to become aware of, especially when you aren't happy with some aspect of your life and want to make a shift. Oftentimes, you'll think it's the outside situation or another person who is the problem or the issue, when in reality, a small inner shift within you can make all the difference. The first step is to become aware of how you think of yourself in your own mind. Then align who you are in your mind with the idea of who you want to be in your life. Visualize how you like your life to look and feel, and begin seeing yourself as that. In other words, simply create a mental equivalent of what you want to be and can be. Maybe you want to see yourself as being happier, more likable, charismatic, or successful. As you begin to see yourself in this new light, your actions and choices shift and begin aligning with that way of being. Slowly, your life begins to shift and you find yourself living the life you dreamed about. So here's a contemplation I want us all to think of this week. As you look at your life today, what parts are reflecting back something you're not comfortable with and want to shift? Perhaps you can journal about what kinds of mental shifts would help you align better to your dreams and desires. Then, as your consciousness changes, your mental equivalent can come into reality. So here's my affirmation. Think of this. My life reflects back to me the blessing and gift I want the world to see. So let's say that once more. My life reflects back to me the blessing and gift I am to the world. As together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim Willis. Oh, don't. Oh, wait, I get to brag about you first. I know. They love it. They love it. They love it. I have my brag page. Are you ready? I love these two. So this is Cahill and Deline. They have been performing in New Thought Centers for many, many years.
142 years, I
They
think.
started when they were 6, these rock stars. But seriously, I mean, Barry, I think, started playing the sax at age 8. Deline has been on stage since the age of 7. Their song was featured in a soap opera, which...
Yeah.
The
The Young and the
which
Restless.
delights me because I'm a soap opera fan, so I love that. Right? Yeah, exactly. So they've been in the field for most of their life. You can find them on Spotify. I have their album, Songs for Humanity. Check out that album. It's so beautiful. I put it on my Spotify when I'm at work, and it just plays, and it's such a great inspirational and positive background music for me. So you can find them there. They have Hot Pursuit is their website. You can find them. They do gigs. So if you've got a wedding, if you've got a birthday party, they're available for that as well. So I just love them so much. So please join me in welcoming Cahill and
Thank you,
Deline.
Reverend Charr.
Thank you.
And I don't know who those kids are. I think we need to get you a newer picture. That was like,
I like that picture.
yeah.
I love that picture of you.
So we have one of our songs, Wonder Size. We haven't recorded this one yet officially.
On an iPhone or something.
Yeah. It's called Wondrous Eyes, and I think this was a co-write. I started writing it, and Barry popped in a few
You
lines.
did the
and
chorus, I did the verses.
there you go. And so this is what I also like to call eyes of a child. Wondrous eyes, looking at everything as if you're seeing something for the first time is one of the lines. Wondrous eyes, just open them wide. Wondrous eyes, magnified across the great divide.
It's as if I am seeing life for the first time. It's as if I've been blind, locked up in time. Have I been dreaming, or is this the dream unreal? Like a lightning bolt through the sky.
Wondrous eyes, just open them wide. Wondrous eyes, magnified across the great divide. It's as if I've been walking around with a blindfold. It's as if someone suddenly pulled it away. Why have I been crying when I could been high flying like a falcon through the sky? Wondrous eyes, just open them wide. Wondrous eyes, divide. Just open them wide. Yeah, wondrous eyes magnified across the great divide. Across the great divide, wondrous eyes. Wondrous eyes. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Wondrous eyes. And I just want to say thank you, a shout out to Diego Mondragon, our music director, facilitator. You know, he's really just been so magical for me because he's bringing in just wonderful talent. So we have new faces here and new instruments. And I sent a call out to him. I said, yeah, I'd really like to hear, I really want to hear a trumpet. He's like, no problem, I got you. So at the end of the month, we have a beautiful trumpet player that's going to come. So I just love that we have just new faces, new voices, new harmonies for us to enjoy. So thank you, Diego. Thank you, Cahill and Deline. I just love you. All right, so we are mirror, 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 mirror on the wall. We're going to be looking at ourselves today and how... I know. Do we have to? Sephora doesn't see me. Why do I have to see me? You know, but we are looking this month at that we are whole no matter what. That is the overarching theme for Centers for Spiritual Living for the month of July. We're whole no matter what. No matter who tries to tell us we're not. Guess what? We are whole, perfect, and complete. The books I'm using this morning are The Science of Mind text, written by Dr. Ernest Holmes, our founder. And I'm also using this month your EKG, which stands for Your Embodied Knowingness of God. This is by Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson. So I'm using these books this month. So we'll just pop these over here. Now, last week, Reverend Neil did a great job. I thought, right? He did a great job. Well done, Reverend Neil. And I loved his analogy about, you know, it was where we can think that there's clouds in the sky, but behind that, you know, the eternal sun is ever present. And he had a funny about how do we find our glasses when we don't have our glasses? Which I thought was adorable, right? How do you find your glasses when you don't have your glasses? So we're gonna riff on that a little bit more today, because truly, I'm sorry, my slides, I didn't put my little thing by my, so we're gonna have fun with the slides today. That's what we're gonna do. But we're gonna talk about how who we are, right, who we are on the inside reflects how we express ourselves on the outside. Do we agree with that? Yeah. Sometimes, you know, my family will attest, you do not want to see me waiting in line at a restaurant for 45 minutes when I'm hangry. It's not a good look. I am not as attractive as I am right now. Somebody would see me and go, oh, that lady is so not attractive, right? They don't know me and my loveliness, but it's true. Who we are really on our inside is how we are experienced on the outside. It's organic. And what that comes back to is a thing that we're going to talk about, which is cause and effect. Are we familiar with cause and effect? Are we familiar with karma? Okay. We've heard those terms, right? So we believe here in our teaching philosophy that there is a cause. And because there is a cause, there's an effect. It always works that way. And so everything we know, see, experience, feel, is related back to some cause. Sometimes the feeling is super comfortable and rad. Sometimes the feeling is not so great. But doesn't matter. There is always a cause that is creating said experience. So we are here I say mirror, mirror, because we're here to learn from each other. We're here to learn from life. At every moment, I can experience my outward experience, and there's something for me to learn. There's something for me to learn based on what is unfolding in my life experience. I giggled to myself when Jim had his reading, because he's like, we want to blame it on something outside of myself. I'm like, heck yeah, I do. But it's never the truth. The truth is it always comes back to me, because my life, the way it's unfolding, is because I'm at cause. I am the causer of my life. And so that's what we're going to look at, as how we can use that to create different circumstances if we want it. If we want it. So one thing that made me laugh about this whole thing, what we're talking about today, is do you ever, when you're having company over, I'll just speak for Susie and I. Sorry, honey, we're just going to spill the beans. Our dogs know when company is coming over. Why is that? Because the house is clean. We are running around, cleaning things, putting things away, and the dogs are like waiting. They're like, something exciting is going to be happening today because moms are cleaning. Have you ever had this experience where I stuff everything in the closet in the hallway, every blanket, every pillow, and then inevitably the guest comes over and says, can I just hang my coat in here? And I'm like, no, I got it. Let's just throw that in Zach's bedroom. No problem. Because all of my stuff is stuffed in there, right? And if they open it, it is going to explode. Same thing with the teacup analogy, right? You've heard the story. I'm holding my tea, my English tea in my cup, and I get bumped. And what spills? Tea. Why does it spill? Because we got bumped. If I had beer in my beer stein and I got bumped, I would spill beer. So it's not about the spilling, it's about the bumping. The bumping. And we get bumped. Another cool term is triggered. Oh, yes. I'm triggered. But we get bumped, right? And life bumps us. Other people, experiences bump us. They rub us the wrong way. And then when that happens, what spills out? Me. Sometimes great. Sometimes not such a nice experience for the person who's standing in front of me based on me. It's not about the other person. Because we co-create, right? We co-create together. There is a cause in front of every effect. So Dr. Raymond Anderson, in this great book, he says, let's understand that every action and behavior stems from a set of beliefs and a consciousness that underlies them. Bless you. Bless you. So when we are bumped, we spill out that which is within us. Our behaviors, our actions, our outward way of being in the world is a direct reflection of our interiority, our consciousness. But remember, we're whole, perfect, and complete. This isn't about me like wagging my finger at you or me. This is just being human. And at the center of our humanness is this place that has never been injured, never been traumatized. It's perfect and it's whole. It's the divinity within us. Now, there's a responsibility piece. I know, you love me. You're like, oh, that Rev Char, she's always talking about responsibility. But there's a responsibility for us to remember and access that place, that truth of our being, when we get bumped, triggered. It's our responsibility to not just be spilling out anything but love and light, because we can access that. We can have it. We can be it. That's the truth we're here to remember all the time. Spirit is not asking us to become better actors. It's inviting us to be more authentic creators. Authentic. Not pretending, not acting, not wearing a mask. Authentic, authentically you. So why do we think this is important, to be authentic and to access that place of wholeness? Why do you think? Oh, wait. Right. We want to create a world that works for everyone. That is our main overarching mission value set for Centers for Spiritual Living. Create a world that works for everyone. 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 Even the ones I don't like. I'm very good at pointing out those I don't like. I see them on Facebook. I see them on the news. Even for them. Everyone is included in this mission. And so to understand that it's not about the effects that we see, but the underlying cause allows me to access compassion and love in a greater way. So that's what we're working to do here. We want to have clearer vision. You can see these cloudy glasses. We want to have clearer vision. Because sometimes my insides are just reflecting a false belief, a race consciousness. They're just reflecting that. It's okay. So last Sunday, Rev Neil talked about finding glasses. I've got another story about needing glasses. So I was 5th grade, couldn't see. Teacher called the parents in. Charlene needs glasses. I go to get glasses. I'm just going along for the ride with my dad. But do you know, many of you have that experience where you haven't seen, and then you get glasses, and then you can see, like for reals, for reals? Have you had that experience? I walked outside and I saw a tree, and it wasn't a blob, it was leaves. It wasn't a Dr. Seuss animated tree, it had leaves. I was overcome with emotion. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's leaves on that tree. I never knew. So we don't judge little Charlene for that, do we? We actually laugh and go, oh, it's so cute. So it's not about my ignorance. I was just ignorant. I just didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know that there were actual little leaves on trees. But once I got my glasses on, I could no longer believe that, right? That's true for us on a much broader scale. Our ignorance does not exempt us from principle or truth or the law. Doesn't make it bad or wrong. It just exempts us, right? We just because we're ignorant doesn't mean that the laws apply. If I'm ignorant of the laws of Georgia and their speed limits and I speed, am I exempt? Does the cop pull me over and I go, oh, sir, appreciate you so much, keeping us safe. But I didn't know that the speed limit was 75. I just didn't know. No, he's going to continue to calmly write out my ticket and hand it to me, right? Doesn't exempt me. My ignorance does not exempt me. But we come here to be less ignorant, to have clearer vision so I can shift my world and then shift the world at large. We can be that, that tipping point that we talk about. And so I'd prefer to put my glasses on and to be less ignorant rather than just stumble around through life and not see the leaves on the trees, because the leaves on the trees are beautiful. So, we're not going to stumble and fumble, right? We're putting on our spiritual glasses, and we're going to align. Here's the thing, we're always aligned with the truth of our being. We talk about, we need to be in alignment. The truth is we're always in alignment, always. At the core, at the center of our being, we're in alignment with God, with Spirit, with our truth. Our humanness, less so. Our humanness gets out of alignment. So I affirm that. We're going to talk, this graphic, I knew it was going to be too light. But we're going to talk about a little thing that Carl Rogers, a very famous analyst from the 30s and the 40s, talks about congruence. And what I want us to do is to just have an awareness of being more spiritually congruent in our lives. So there's incongruence, which is who I think I am, who I pretend to be, I can be good at that one, and who I truly am. There's these three circles, right? And they kind of overlap, and there's this space in here where we're more in alignment. What we want to get to is who I truly am takes up most of the dynamic. Who I pretend to be is less, and who I think I am is less. Who I truly am takes up more space. Because he believes that our suffering as human beings happens when we wear masks, seek approval, pretend to be something that we're not, or live according to others' expectations. If you've never done that, you've graduated. Congratulations. But I know all of us have lived according to others' expectations. That is a big one. That's a big one. I'm conforming to what my mom wants me to be. My mom and dad are happier when I'm in this little box, and they think that I'm over here, and that's who I am. And actually, that's not the truth of me. The truth of me is actually over here in this triangle. Wink, wink. And, they want me in this box. I'm not that. So when we live to others' expectations of ourselves, can we be happy? Truly happy? I don't think so. Who I pretend to be. What do I want people to think I am? What stories do I tell myself? When I'm truly who I am moving beyond fear, beyond accomplishments, and beyond wounds and triggers. We want to be more congruent in our thinking. Congruent. This comes from Brian Placha. When we make peace with our internal wars and accept all parts of ourselves without judgment, we create more space for God to love us, for us to love ourselves, and then for us to become multipliers of unconditional love for others. Stop the inner war. Pick up instead the plowshare of self-acceptance. Affirm your humble goodness and allow yourself to be perfectly human. Yeah. It's a lot, but we can do it. When we choose conscious congruence, we are in better alignment with our divine birthright, which is already aligned. We just have to shift that humanness consciously into alignment, because we were born this way. We continue to be so forevermore. We are a soul that continues to travel on outside of these flesh forms. But we just don't see it that way. We see wrongly. When we are consciously congruent, we're happier, freer, more liberated, more peaceful. So authenticity and conscious congruence is a choice. Do you believe that? Yes. Yeah, it's a choice. It's a way we decide to be and how we choose to be in the world. To recognize our own inner clarity, our unity as God in form. It's a choice. Sometimes I just don't want to. I've talked about when I'm a baby. Just don't want to. I'm happy being pouty. And we could stay there for a while. It's cool. Because I like the whole continuum of human experience. I don't want to bypass. If I'm pouty, I'm pouty. And I'm going to stay there for a little while. But then at a certain point, I decide I want to make another choice. And that's the beauty of this life that we're in. We can make another choice anytime we want to. It's up to us. It's a choice. I recently found a beautiful story around making a choice. Have you heard about Polaroid? The youngsters in the group, I am sure, have heard about Polaroid. The oldsters know about Polaroid from the original. We're the OG Polaroiders. Back in the 70s and the 80s. Oh, yeah, remember this? Thank you, Susie. Shake it, baby. Shake it. We loved Polaroids. Now, right, you might think maybe not so much Polaroids because we have these things called cell phones, right? And they take these instant pictures and it's wonderful. But Polaroid is on a comeback. They are posting these huge posters at the beach and in cities. This is one of them. Hold on, I'm going to scooch over here. This one says, "Remember that night we spent on our phones? Me neither." They're posting signs at the ocean to enjoy the water because AI data centers are absorbing a lot of water. And they have refreshed. They have made another choice. They are not obsolete. They are born again, anew. And I'm telling you, it's taken like a movement with the Gen Zs? Because they like real things. They like real things. And a Polaroid picture is a real thing. It's tangible. So Polaroid gets it and is reinventing themselves in a fun way. And I love that for them. It proves the mental equivalent. When we can create and create and create, we can keep taking new Polaroids. And I got more creations. They created a new mental equivalent for themselves. Are you familiar with a mental equivalent? So we believe in this teaching, this philosophy, that everything you could touch, feel, experience is already created in the mind of God. That's how big it is, that's how expansive it is, that's how encompassing it is. Everything known and everything not known yet is already formed in the mind of God. That's empowering and scary as blankety blank all at the same time. So everything is already created in the mind of God, and it's up to us and other sentient beings to be the channel to take a new Polaroid and create and flick it again and again. Because there is no way to outcreate spirit. None. So when we talk about mental equivalence, there is a mental equivalent somewhere in the divine mind of God of me, of you. And it is experiencing itself through this mental equivalent that I am. Because I'm the mental equivalent, right, of the mind of God. It works both ways. So we create by cause and effect, Spirit creates through cause and effect. And we can create and create and create again. For me, that's very freeing and empowering, because then there's no limit to what I can create. It's up to me. It's up to my awareness. Now, Dr. Ernest Holmes says, when this inner thought is clarified, that is, when it knows the truth, it will reinstate the outer person in peace, poise, health, and happiness. This inner thought becomes clarified as we unify with good. This is the inner quickening. Following this is the outer quickening, the outward sign of the inner belief. So, we are the outward sign of our inner belief. So, it is our responsibility to know what we believe. Do you know what you believe? Maybe. Maybe, let's just give a percentage. What do we think we know? What do we think we know? Truly. 10%? There's a lot that we don't know. But we're in it, we're great students, we're great metaphysicians, and we're willing to learn, right? We're willing to experience. And if there is an outer experience in your life that you're just not vibing with, it's an opportunity to figure out, go within, what is it I believe? Because if this is happening, there's a belief system in me that is causing this effect. Now, Dr. Ernest Holmes joked that life is like a mirror, and we don't change our experience by polishing the reflection. We change the consciousness that's doing the reflecting. And he said this, he said, it's like standing in front of a mirror with spinach in your teeth and trying to scrub the mirror clean. You can polish that mirror all day long if you want to. The mirror isn't the problem. The spinach is. It's not about the tea or the beer being spilled out of my mug, right? It's about the bump. It's about the bump. So we shouldn't blame or judge ourselves or others for our own mental equivalents. When you think about life or behaviors as just a mental equivalent, it takes the emotional charge out of it. I may not like what that politician is doing or saying, but that's his or her mental equivalent. There's a belief in back of that, in their causation, that's creating this belief experience in themselves. It depersonalizes it for me. It's actually very powerful. Now, Thich Nhat Hanh says, I just love this, when another person makes you suffer, it is because he suffers deeply within himself. And his suffering is spilling over. He does not need punishment. He needs help. That's the message he's sending. So if I'm triggered or if I'm feeling affronted by somebody else's behavior, I have to remember they're sending me a message. They desire love, compassion, harmony, wholeness. They want to remember their wholeness. That's my responsibility, to remember and not get into judgment and defense mode. Super powerful. We should be encouraged to learn how to best heal ourselves so we can help heal others. We can remember the truth for them and not engage in defensiveness, but engage in love and compassion. Let me see. Let's play with myself. Okay, so I do have a good slide. Okay, so to sum up for today, just we've had a lot. I get it. But think about what quality is shining through me today. Let me hear it. What do you think, what is a quality that is shining through you today when you self-reflect? Love, gratitude, kindness, happiness, joy, peace. What belief is showing up on my face today? I like honesty here. I swear. I don't want to bypass. It might be confusion. It might be sadness. Having the awareness gives me the ability to sit with it, look at it, decide what I want to do with it, and move it more into wholeness. If I get bumped today, what is spilling out of me? Yeah, ultimately, yes, it's truth. Could be vomit. I don't know. Anger, sadness, all of this is the human experience. It's okay. But just have an awareness of what is in me today, and if I get bumped, what is spilling out? What small step would bring my outer life into greater alignment with my authentic self? That's your homework. What small step would bring my outer life into greater alignment, greater conscious congruence to get me in alignment better with my authentic self? That's the homework. Yeah. That's it. I love you. And so it is. Please welcome Cahill and Delene. Woohoo!
Thank you, Reverenc Charllene. Man, that was amazing. We learned so much. That'll carry us through the week, and we're going to do our homework, right? This song is by Fleetwood Mac, and it's really a perfect New Thought song. It's called Don't Stop, and singing and dancing is allowed. Ready?
Better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Why not think about times to come and not about the things that you've done? If your life was bad for you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. All I want is to make you smile. If it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look back. Ooh, don't you look back now. Ooh.
All right. That's a good New Thought song. Thanks for dancing and singing along.
Woo, we are great backup singers. Woo! Fantastic. I love when we get to sing and dance at church. It's so good. So good. Thank you. All right. I would like our ambassadors to please come forward. Susie and Holly. Holly was announced and celebrated a few weeks ago as our Volunteer of the Year. Volunteer of the Year for 2025. So, yeah. So really, because, you know, the way our church is structured, we do really depend on our support people, our ambassadors. They set up the breezeway. They greet new visitors when you come. Our tech and media team, our setup crew. I mean, it really, truly takes a village here. And I'm just so grateful for all the volunteers, all the things that everyone does to help support this ministry that changes the world. It really does. So thank you. This is our opportunity for giving. We have ways to give to this center. We have PayPal and Venmo. And truly, what we give to this center financially helps support all of the ministries that we do here, the teaching, the music, all of it, the hospitality. It goes to create this container of a congregation that loves each other so much. And we are changing the world with what we're doing here. We're changing the world. So I'm so grateful for all the tithes, the donations. Thank you. Thank you, auto tithers, if you're sending your donations in monthly online. Thank you. All of it adds up to supporting this ministry, supporting the real good that we do here, and eventually moving us into our next new home, which is a ministry in itself that we're working towards. So, thank you. So if you would, take your offering, your givingness, and put it on your heart. If you're an auto tither, just place that mental equivalent right there on your heart space. And just join me with deep gratitude for the ability to support this center, doing good work in the world, changing lives, teaching to change lives, creating a congregation of fellowship and love and friendship in all of the many, many ways that it does. I am grateful. I'm grateful. And so it is.
And so it is.
Let's join in our affirmation of abundance together, which is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now.
Let's try that again.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need, everything. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything.
Joy is my source.
Joy is my source. Joy is my power. God gives me everything I need, everything. So I give thanks.
Love is my source.
Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need, everything. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need.
God is my source.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need, everything. So I give thanks. Blessings. God gives me everything I need.
it's time for our announcement, so I'd like to call up practitioner Peg McLaughlin. Please give a warm round of applause for Peg McLaughlin.
Good morning, everybody. So let's get on with the announcements. Let's see, tomorrow, Monday, July 13th, is the monthly meeting for Gifts of Spirit. They will be meeting at 6:30 p.m. for a brief business meeting, then open for personal sharing of projects, creations, and visions. They will close with a guided meditation. They'll be sharing a potluck during break, and this group of creative, like-minded people meets at the home of practitioner Ann Woodward, and I know there's lots more of you out there, so see Ann about this, or see the sign-up sheet on the activities table. We are continuing the EFT tapping practice in the Peace Garden today after service. They'll be starting at 11:45. Please join Dan Bear for instructions on this wonderful self-care practice known as EFT, which is proven to reduce stress and anxiety within the body. And let's see, next Sunday, July 19th, the themed brunch will be held after service in the social hall. We will be celebrating the beauty of summer with a picnic-themed potluck. Ooh, that sounds like fun. We will be serving barbecued beef and jackfruit sliders along with barbecued chicken. Please bring a picnic-themed lunch to share with our community. There is a sign-up sheet in the social hall, and even if you forget to sign up, which I usually do, just bring something and bring your appetite and come join us. It's always a delicious and beautiful gathering once a month. CSL TV is proud to offer the beautiful webinar. Offer a beautiful webinar. Have you ever wanted to learn about California Indians who inhabit our local area? Our very own Jackie Cope will be hosting a free webinar on July 16th at 3 p.m. with local tribe member Alicia Benelli. Please see the sign-up sheet on the activities table, or you can visit www.crowcanyon.org to learn about their free webinars. Jackie and CSL TV are also planning a field trip in September to the San Manuel Powwow, which will be an educational day allowing us to understand the history and purpose of these wonderful festive celebrations. So more information will come about that in August. And the Divine Wholeness Group is offering their Healing Sunday event on July 26th. You do not want to miss this opportunity to engage in healing practices with wonderful practitioners. They offer healing touch, Reiki, light massage, card readings, and more. Please see the sign-up sheet on the activities table to hold your spot today, and they're also having their monthly meeting after service today. So if this is something that might interest you, join us after service for their monthly meeting. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Peg McLaughlin. Wonderful. Thank you, Peg. Yeah, stay up here. So I have two announcements. So I'm going to be kicking off a class online, which is great because that's super easy. It's around mental equivalence. So it's a super fun summer class. It's 5 weeks on Zoom on Thursday evenings from about 6 to 8:30. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice what we preach, including me. This is a fun class where we experiment with the power of mental equivalence. So we are going to pick something we want to shift in our lives the first night of class. We're going to do some meditation work. We're going to really look at our life and think, okay, what would I like to change about my life? What would be an experience I'd like to call in a greater way? Then we move through the 5 weeks, and I swear at the end of the 5 weeks, you're going to see something shift around that chosen experience. It worked for me. I did it. I'm a minister, and even when I went in, I was like, I don't know. But I swear, it really did shift for me. It's an amazing class. It's fun. It's light. It's on Zoom. You're at home. You can snack and also be at class. All right? So there's a sign-up sheet on the activities table. We're working with your EKG by Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson, and also working, what? Oh, Peg, yes. Vanna, thank you, Vanna. And the workbook is a PDF. It's super easy. The only book you have to buy is that if you want to, and it's a super easy class. So please join us for that. Wanted to make an announcement. Yes. Oh, look at that face. So if you don't know this face, this is Janie Curry. She is a practitioner here at the center, and she made her transition about May 20, yeah, so May 22nd. We are going to be hosting a celebration of Janie's life right here at the center, Saturday, August 8th from 3 to 6 p.m. It's going to be filled with song, filled with joy, because that's who Janie was and is. She is a joyful sprite, and so we're going to be celebrating her. So just want to start putting that out into on the breezeway for those who want to join to celebrate Janie's beautiful life. All right. So it's our time of, yes? Oh, if you were in choir? Anybody who's ever been in choir, stay today after service. Okay, and we're going to prepare for Janie's celebration of life. Perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, so if you are a licensed practitioner or minister, please stand on up. Please join me up front. If you're a licensed practitioner or minister, you can stay where you are or come up front. I do want to make one announcement. Our very own Ann Kirch-Gessner paneled this week. She is a licensed practitioner with Centers for Spiritual Living. And Alex Zaruto, who is in Colorado right now, but is coming back, he paneled yesterday, passed, and he is now another practitioner here. So we're very blessed that we have such a powerful healing arm of our center. These beloveds are trained in the art and science of spiritual mind treatment, which is prayer. They're trained to pray for us. And when they know the truth about us, they see us as perfect, whole, and complete. And I come to them and say, I am not perfect, whole, and complete. I cannot see my way through this. They look at me and say, yes.
But you are.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
They see the truth of me. It is a gift for them to pray with you after service. If there's something on your heart, is there something you want to change in your life, go see a practitioner after service. They're in the breezeway. They'll be in the back of the sanctuary. Request a prayer. Just sit with them and say, hello, my name is Charllene, and this is something I would like to change in my life. Can you know that for me? They'll talk with you a little bit, and then they will move into a deep and meaningful prayer, and you feel it at the center of your being. So I highly encourage each and every one of us to see a practitioner, have a prayer. Put a prayer in the prayer box. We pray on it during the week. Prayer changes things. It is the cause to change an effect. It really works. So let's just come together right now, if we would, by softening the gaze or closing the eyes, coming together in a congregational, communal prayer where we know together that God is that perfection, that wholeness, that harmony, that love and light that is forever expressing itself, becoming itself, revealing itself. It is known in everything that we can feel and experience, and it is also known on everything that is not yet revealed to us, because it is the storehouse of all experience, all ideas, all creation is within the one mind that I call God. And so I know that we are beautiful representations of this one mind of God, each and every one of us, perfect, whole, and complete, just as we are. And so I know and affirm for each one of us that we recognize and move into conscious congruence with who we are. We allow our authenticity to shine forth in its beauty and its power. We allow ourselves to be seen just as we are and trust that that is the perfect divine unfoldment for us. That is God's plan and will for us to be perfectly authentic and complete and know our wholeness. And when we know that, we can better see it in each other. We can move into compassion when we are bumped. We can know that this bump is a call for a greater wholeness to be revealed in me and this other person. And I can choose compassion and love in that moment. And so I know this truth for each and every one of us. I know that we each make one small step this week to move into greater conscious congruence so that we are happier, freer, more abundant in all ways. And so with great gratitude for this truth, for this knowing, I place my word into the law where I know it is already done in the mind of God. And together we affirm with, and so it is. Thank you. So we're all going to stand now, and we're going to sing our closing song with Cahill and Deline, which is
Peace on Earth.
Peace on Earth. Yes.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and peace it was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk all together.